Hi, I'm Marcus from Marcus Language Academy. Everyone has their bucket list, and learning a new language is usually part of that list. But so many people have problems to get even started with it or give up after a short time. Most of the time they think they don't have the talent or it's just too difficult. And do you feel the same way that you don't manage to get the job done? Then I have good news, because I'm here to change that right now. With each new language you speak, you live a new life. And the rewards are so big that doors open for a new trip, a new job, or even a new life in a new country. And there are no limits. You just have to know how to accomplish the goal. I was born in Germany and my mother tongue is German. I could live like that without any problems. But one day I decided to study in the US. And this experience changed my life and opened a new world full of possibilities. I met people from all over the world. And that's how I ended up in South America and started learning Spanish. I worked in Chile at university and then I traveled all over the continent. And today I live on the beautiful island of Tenerife in Spain. And I have my own language school. You see, none of that would have happened if I hadn't made a decision to go to the US and learn English. I have already helped thousands of people to do the same thing. And now it's your turn. In this webinar, I walk you through the process of how to achieve your goals effortlessly. This video will reveal the top secrets to real language learning. Our second video is about how to use your superpowers to help you remember better. In our video 3, we will see how to stay motivated throughout the whole learning process and defeat the thought, I have no talent. In our video 4, we'll sum it all up and I'll show you how to take real action and start your new life in a short period of time. Many of my students had taken other language courses before they came to me. And talking to them, I quickly realized what was causing them to not learning the language. Mainly, they focused too much on grammar rules and exams. In doing so, they completely forgot that we learn the language to communicate. Other students had used learning apps that quickly engage you. But in the end, same result. They were not able to have a conversation. My personal goal is to get my students to a real A2 conversation level and prepare them for real life. In this webinar, I'll show you all my aces I have up my sleeve. The first ace today is the top secrets of language learning. And since I'm a big fan of examples, let's apply this idea to a real life situation. Let's say we want to learn these 5 Spanish words. Idioma, aprender, escuela, querer, nuevo. Normally, we would study these words separately, starting with the translation. Language, to learn, school, to want, new. And then we would add some grammar information to complete the job. For example, the proper articles for the nouns, el idioma, la escuela. Or even the conjugation of the verbs. But I can tell you here and right now that analyzing everything will not help you master the language. This brings us to our first secret. We need to learn intuitively. So let's bring some life to our words. Leo quiere aprender un nuevo idioma en la escuela. Children don't study vocabulary and grammar rules to learn their native language. For them, everything is intuitive and more like following a story. You should always put words in context. And storytelling is a great method. And it has a great side effect, because at the same time you learn Spanish grammar. You see how to conjugate the verb querer, and you see it's quite irregular. And you learn at the same time naturally the articles. Our next secret is repetition. We can master everything by repetition, and the more we participate in the process, the faster we learn. It's like working out at the gym. So how can we apply repetition to our sentence? The easiest way is to ask questions and answer them, such as ¿Quién quiere aprender? Leo quiere aprender. ¿Qué quiere aprender? Un nuevo idioma. Quiere aprender un nuevo idioma. ¿Dónde quiere aprender un nuevo idioma? En la escuela. Quiere aprender un nuevo idioma en la escuela. And again, children learn the language in the same way. They ask or receive millions of questions, which leads to repetition. And even if they get it wrong the first time, they get better and better over time. And our last secret is the one you should focus on. You learn the language by listening to it. Most people focus too much on reading and writing, and then wonder why they can't have a conversation with a native speaker. And again, children learn the language in first place by listening to it. So always try to find a conversation partner who can, for example, ask you the questions of Leo. The good news is that we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We just need to copy what we have already done in our lives when we learned our native language. Feel like a child again. And try to be intuitive by using the storytelling method. Get the right amount of repetition by questions and answers to store everything in your long-term memory. And try to listen to the language as often as possible. In this way, you will learn your new language 100%. You may still be wondering, but I have to study my grammar rules and vocabulary list. And I'm telling you here and right now that you shouldn't do that. I've helped thousands of students with my method who were struggling with the same problems you are. I've tried my method online, at university, and in my own language academy. And every time with the same result. Happy students who finally master the language. In our next videos, we will see how you can unlock your superpowers to remember better. Then I'll show you that you don't need talent to be successful. And finally, how you can take action now to achieve your goals. So please stay tuned, because you are on an incredible journey to improve your life. Until the next video, I leave you with a little question. Why don't we learn the language in school, but better and faster in the country where the language is spoken? Please share your thoughts in our chat. And you will see that your answer is related to this video. So be smart to learn a language. I'm Marcus from Marcus Language Academy, and I'll see you soon in our second video of this webinar. Take care and bye bye.